What is going on to you Scorpios? So you Scorpios have the Two of Cups, Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups. A lot of you Scorpios are very much so single around this time. A lot of you are very much so also playing the field. You're looking to find someone, no. You're looking to date. You just haven't necessarily found someone that you are sure that you actually share the same values with. The Two of Cups, however, represents you are talking to a couple of people like I was just talking about. The Hermit and the Queen of Wands is about how it seems to me as if some of you Scorpios may think that some of the people that you have met are a little bit too shallow for you. Maybe some of them don't really share some of the same deeper thought processes that a lot of you Scorpios may have. They may think of this situation like, well, why should they care about anything? And this is part of the reason why it is that you may be turned off or switched off by them in the first place, and why it is that you feel that you have to talk to so many people in the first place. It's because you don't want to have to dedicate how much umpteenth time to a person, and then they essentially turn out to be terrible. But like it is that I said before, this is the reason why it is that you should play the field. This is the reason why it is that you should listen actively to know the value of a person, ask them questions, so that you can pretty much get a very good understanding of where a person is coming from within the first 24 hours. And all it is that you really have to do ultimately is to ask them questions, really. You know, I've said this countless times, you know, part of the reason why so many people feel like they get played nowadays in particular is because they're really not asking other people questions. They really don't. Everybody is so, I could say everybody, right? Because that would be a lie. But truth is, Scorpio, most people are really desperate to be in a relationship, right? Right. But then when somebody is approaching them, they're always in a relationship. But it just shows you the desperation, and it shows you the stupidity about, even though so many people are desperate to be in one, they can't actually come clean to really be in one, right? It's a game from the very beginning. And these games that a lot of people tend to play makes things way more difficult because it makes it that much more confusing. So the Ace of Pentacles and then the Three of Wands now represents, so when you're trying to put your best foot forward, what happens? You have so many people for you to choose from because you have to get to know multiple people at once, because one person may not necessarily be cutting it. Like, you may start off liking some of these people, but then when you actually play the field, get to know them, you're not necessarily smashing any of them. But when you play the field and you actually get a chance to know them, you have the Two of Wands, which represents you end up having to eliminate or excommunicate some of these people, because these are people who will turn out to be, you know, people who don't necessarily, like I said, share some of your values. Some of them may want small talk, and they can't really listen to any of the things that you may want to really get into, and, you know, as far as talking about, to be attracted to the person. You Scorpios know those types of people. The type of people who only can interact with you as far as small talk, sports, weather. When they call you, they don't actually have any kind of real purpose as to why they're calling you. They don't have topics to actually talk about when they do reach out to you. You know, they call you, but again, it's no work on their part. It's no kind of starting the conversation, or maybe they take over the conversation and they have something actually important to them that they want to talk about. It's just about, if you stop talking, the conversation essentially goes completely silent. And they're just looking around like, well, I don't have anything to talk about or whatever. They lack such personality. So you Scorpios have had to learn to kind of like cut some of these people off because they've shown you so much. Excuse me. They've shown you so much about themselves that ultimately don't work. I mean, you just now getting to know some of them, and they've already shown you that, my gosh, you would be by yourself in this. They have absolutely nothing to talk about. They are just a body. Welcome to the real world, Scorpio. The Ace of Cups and the Eight of Swords is about, and since that's the case, you Scorpios are looking for this Ace of Cups. You're looking for this connection, this deeper connection that you have, that you can have. That's my cat down there. But you're looking for this deeper connection that you can have with somebody. You know, the conversation is on point. You can actually enjoy the time that you have with one another. And not every single minute of the day has to be talking. You can sit there for a few seconds, maybe even a few minutes, and enjoy your time, even in the silence. And actually, it's quiet, but it's peaceful in the sense that the two of you actually like each other. And then the Eight of Swords now is the reason why internally it's like this for you, where it's a lot of frustration, is because, once again, you have all these options as far as the people that you're talking to, but a lot of them don't really have value or maintain their value. This is what I meant. They're just looks. They're just a body. That's all they are. And you got a lot of people who don't really have too much to talk about. Trust me. You know what I mean? You really do. You know I got a story for you. So let's clarify this Ace of Cups here. Let's clarify this Ace of Cups here. Knight of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Judgment, the Emperor. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, the frustration. You're frustrated because this is what it is that you want. You want that relationship where the two of you click and the two of you are right for each other. The values match up. When the two of you interact with each other, you actually enjoy it. And the frustrating part is, how many bodies, how many people have you interacted with? And it seems like so many people are dealing with a hive mind. It's blank in those eyes. It's blank in their consciousness. They don't have anything. And the Judgment is about, and how many people you're going to have to cut off, but, stop talking to. But the way that it looks like is going, when people ask you, right, what's going on, it's going to look like you can't make it work with so many people. But that's not what it is. What it is the sheer numbers of how many on both sides, because both sides have shallow people on it, but it's the sheer numbers of how many people are selling out to the meat grinder. This idea of being shallow and trying to get as much body counts as you possibly can, live free, the hipster, like I said, the hipster lifestyle. Get rich while you're young, handsome, beautiful, whatever, more money as soon as possible as you're young, so that you can enjoy yourself as a millionaire in your 20s. And you see how many people are crashing out because of it. Grown people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, and even older, having identity crisis. And a lot of you Scorpios are looking at it like this. It's a shame, that so many people are buying into that ideology. But the thing about it is that the Emperor is also about you Scorpios also maintaining your stance on you're willing to wait. You're willing to be patient. You're willing to get to know other people. It's just a matter of time before you find someone that can click well with you. I mean, as long as you're asking them questions, you should be okay. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Listen, trying to get to 10,000 subs. We're at 9962. We literally have 38 subscribers left before we're at 10,000. Listen, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.